Hello, 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 hello. Good to see everyone. Good morning, good morning. Good to see you. Good morning from wherever you're joining us. Good morning, good morning. Welcome. This is the day that the Lord has made for rejoicing and gladness. Well, I'm excited to be alive today. I don't know about you, but I am excited. I am excited to be here today. I'm here. Let us kindly share this broadcast and get everybody that we know on. It is going to be an exciting time this morning. It is going to be an exciting time this morning. So, everybody that we know, let us join in quickly. I'm just taking a few minutes to share. I'm taking a few minutes to share the broadcast so we can get everybody in. We're alive. We're alive. We're alive. If you're alive and grateful, if you're alive and grateful, let us thank God for this day. As you join us, I encourage you to share. As you join us, I encourage you to share. This is Thrive with Dabo. As you join, I encourage you to share the broadcast. As you join, I encourage you to share. I encourage you to share. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome. Let us continue to share so other people will be notified that we are live. Other people will be notified that we are live. We are grateful to God to be here today. We are grateful to God to be here today. We are grateful to God to be here today. We are grateful to God to be here today. Amen. 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 I want to make sure everybody's on. So once we start, we will just hit the ground running. I want to make sure we're. Hey, Estelle, good to see you. Good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, Estelle. Well, we thank God for His grace and mercy. It is not by our own strength that we have made it to this day. It is not because we're so wise, not because we're so intelligent that we're here today. It is not because of our power. It is not even because we've planned out today that we're here. A lot of people with so many big plans, so many great things in mind will have not made it to this point. So we that are here, we are very grateful to God that we have been given this gift of life. We've been given this gift of life to be here today. So we thank God for that, for the gift of life. We thank God for his mercies. We thank God for his kindness towards us. We thank God that he has blessed us with life today to be here, and we don't take it for granted. So in a minute or two, if you can just thank God for life. I know you want to run on with your daily activities. I know you have a lot of things planned out to do, but if we can just take a moment and just say thank you, God, for today, for the gift of life. Thank you for blessing me with this opportunity to accomplish, this opportunity to please you, to live for you. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity to be here. It is not by accident, it is not by coincidence, it is not by happenstance that we are here today, whether we are watching from Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever avenue via which you're watching us right now. I encourage you to say thank you to God, to bless Him for life, for being here. I encourage you to say thank you for allowing me to see another day like this. Thank you. All my plans without life is worthless. So I want to really thank God. I want to be grateful to God for the gift of life, for me being here today, right now, in this moment. I want to thank God. So if you're like me, I just wanted to bless Him, to thank Him. Say, I'm grateful. You've given me another um, um, opportunity to live. So we thank you, God. We thank you. Well, you're welcome to Thrive with Dabo. You're welcome to Thrive with Dabo. We have this Wednesdays, 5 a.m. UK time on Wednesdays. I think different timings, different places. Central African time, I believe it's 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. But you are welcome. Last week, we started a topic that I greatly enjoyed, and the feedback I've got from last week's topic, it's very encouraging. It has challenged a lot of people to work. It has challenged a lot of people to review their plan, review what they are doing. Last week, we were looking at success criteria. We are looking at success criteria last week, and a lot of people have been really blessed by it. A lot of people have been really blessed by it. I've got feedback from people who came and said, well, I'd never seen it from that perspective. They've been challenged to live their life in a direction, or purposefully or intentionally. Now, I woke up this morning. There's a thought that came in mind that every one of us is going somewhere. See, whether we know it or not, every one of us is going somewhere. As we woke up, people will begin to head in different direction. People will begin to do something. People will begin to get into action. Some people, by default, they will get into action, get into their shower, steam room, gym, study, whatever it is. By default, they'll dress up. Default, they get in their cars. A lot of people would not even check what is on their route to where they are headed. But by default, this is something that they are accustomed to. This is something that they do every day. They will just get in the shower, they get their clothes on, make a cup of tea or coffee, or whatever beverage they want to drink, and in their vehicle they get in exactly the same pattern every day, and then they hit the road. Now, what I want us to pause and think for a moment is many people that get up don't even know what they want to achieve in life. Some people have got up, they want to achieve what they've been set to achieve. But my question to us today is still on success criteria. How do you know you've arrived? How do you know you've arrived? How do you know you've got to your destination? How do you know that you've accomplished what you want to accomplish? How do you know you are the place where you want to go to? I gave an illustration last week when I said if someone invites you to come to their city, to come to their house, perhaps a place you've never been before, they will give you landmark. They'll give you the address, but yet they still give you a landmark to guide you. Now, the reason they give you the landmark to guide you is just in case the satellite navigation system does not bring you to the address, you would see certain notable landmark to know. They become indicators to know that I'm close to the environment. I'm in a neighborhood. Perhaps I'm 10 meters away, I'm 10 miles away, or 3 miles away. So they give you all of those indicators so you know you're en route. See, because you may not yet have achieved, you may not yet have arrived, but there is one thing I want to be sure of. Look, I may not have got to where I want to get to. I may not have arrived yet, but there is this sense of satisfaction to know that you're en route. This would just bless somebody. There is a sense of satisfaction that that you know that you're en route. So you're not there yet. I've not arrived. This is my destination. I have not arrived. Destination. I have not arrived, but I just want to know that I'm en route. That is what I want to know. En route. I just want to know that I'm en route. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet, but just let me know. Let me know that I'm headed in the right direction. Let me just have an idea that I'm going in the right direction. It is a frustrating and futile effort if you join the best people in life, but heading in the wrong direction. This will be good for you. It is going to be futile if you get into a master class that does not teach a subject that is related to your destiny. I'll say it again. It is a futile effort. It is wasteful if you go and join a fashion and designing masterclass when your assignment is mechanical engineering. Or do you understand? Now, the thing is, the fashion and designing coach or expert will teach the class with all their passion, enthusiasm, with all their understanding, intellect, and everything, experience. They will teach it based on their success story in fashion designing. But look, if you're in the wrong class, it doesn't matter how wonderful these people teach. It doesn't matter how nice, how lovely they are. They welcome you. You went to give you a cup of coffee. They say, you're welcome on board. They give you all the materials. They sit you on the front row. The class is cozy. It is lovely. The people are warm. The people are nice, and all of that. It doesn't matter how all that ambience and how they make you feel. If you're in the wrong class, you will not achieve your ultimate goal. You will not achieve your primary goal. You will not achieve your primary objective. Because why? You are getting the information, but the information is not relevant to your course. The information is not relevant to your core. It is not relevant to your assignment. So my question to us is, have you yet identified the people that you should be working with? Because this has strong influence. It has strong influence on your success. Have you identified your tribe? Have you identified your folk, your household? Have you identified the people that you should be with? Have you identified the people that you should run with? Look, I always give this example that if Usain Bolt, the 100, the sprint master, if Usain Bolt look at Mo Farah, Usain Bolt, the Jamaican, Mo Farah, the long distance race champion, the British guy. If Usain Bolt look at Mo Farah and discover that Mo Farah's got a tribe of people practicing with him, running gentle, smiling and laughing and pushing each other, shoving and just jogging little, and then they are enjoying themselves, loving their race, and Usain Bolt looks at Mo Farah and say, well, this guy's enjoying himself. Look at the tribe of people that run with him. Look at his group of people. They just jog, enjoy themselves. Watch this. If Usain Bolt does not understand yet, if he doesn't understand yet that his core does not allow him to just jog, but rather to sprint when he's practicing, he will leave his core and begin to run, to fall, to gather around, Mo Farah and practice like them, and he misses the essence of his race. So, do you know where you're going? Oh, a lot of people say, I know where I'm going. No, I'm not saying where you go every day. Now, for those people who work, Let me bring it home. For the people who work, who are employed, who do a 9 to 5, who may just be listening to this on their way to work, or you've got out of work. This is your break time. You just want to nip on this quickly. This is one of the reasons I don't do it so long, so you can get something within a short time. Now, there are people who go to work every day. There are people who go to business place every day. There are people who go to certain school every day. My question to is, I'm not saying you don't have where you go to. My question is the place that you go to, is it unique to your core? Is it something that you find joy in? Is it something you find satisfaction in? The people you gather with, the people you congregate with, the people you meet every day, the people you run with, are they connected to what you should be doing? Are they necessary to your core? What is your success criteria? How do you know you've achieved what you ought to achieve? How do you know you've arrived? That is one big question. How do you know? How do you know you've arrived? How do you know you have arrived? How do you know? This is one big question that a lot of us have to ask ourselves. How do you know you've arrived? How do you know you've arrived? How do I know I'm at my destination? How do I know I'm doing what I ought to be doing? How do I know? What signpost would I see to know that you've arrived? Now, there is something about the satellite navigation system. If you put your correct destination, and it is a satellite navigation system that knows the neighborhood, the area where you're going, when you get to your destination, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how you look. It'll tell you you have arrived at your destination, because you have put the direction in. But watch this. It doesn't matter where you're going. If you put the wrong address, you will not arrive at your destination. If you take the wrong information, you will not arrive where you ought to go. If you gather around the wrong people, if you're given the wrong information, even in the best of ways, you will not arrive at your destination. So if you go to the master class of fashion and designing when you're supposed to be a mechanical engineer, you will not arrive at where you're going, because the information you get, the knowledge you're receiving, is not relevant to your core. I taught a class once, and I told them, I said, look, because a ball gown successfully covers a dining table does not mean it's success in the eyes of the manufacturer. A ball gown, a beautiful satin ball gown, one of the most expensive ball gowns, as beautiful as it is, as lovely white as it is, as massive as it is, if you use it to successfully cover a dining table, now you may look nice, it may work for you, but look, in your eyes, you may enjoy it and all of that, or people like it, the cover and all of that, but in the eyes of the manufacturer, in the eyes of the one who designed the ball gown, in the eyes of the one who took their time and brought an illustrator to sketch the ball gown and then cut the ball gown, and then they beaded, certain beaders, professional beaders have to put the beads on the ball gown to ensure that the trimmings are all in line, to ensure that all the cuffs, everything is in place, to enjoy that the cape and everything is all in the right places. Professionals with certain expertise did the ball gown. In the eyes of the people who designed and crafted that ball gown, it has not accomplished the purpose. It is not a success story. It has not fulfilled the purpose, because the ball gown may have covered the dining table, but the ball gown wasn't designed intentionally, purposefully for the dining table. So you may have covered the dining table and feel happy with it, but in the eyes of the manufacturer, it hasn't fulfilled purpose. Now, you may fit into a place, you may go to a place and people like you, you're happy, or they love you, you want to be there. But my question is, have you identified that place as the destination for you? Or let me use the word that we're very familiar with, your destiny. Have you identified that place? Oh, you cover the table very well. Yes, you fit into what they want you to fit into, but is that what you are called to do? Is that what you are designed to do as a business person? Is that what you are supposed to be doing? Do you feel this excitement on the inside of you? Do you feel this enthusiasm, this passion? Does it make you to wake up and be up? Does you make you to stay late and be late, not because someone is breathing on your neck? Oh, are you up walking or early walking because there is someone invisible with a big stick saying if you don't do this, you're gonna get smacked? Or do you do it because you enjoy it? This is one of the ways to gauge success. Do you do it because you enjoy it? You're not there. Do you enjoy doing what you're doing? Do you find pleasure in doing what you're doing? Let me read what the late Dr. Miles Morrow said. The late Dr. Miles Morrow said, he said, success is not making a lot of money. It's not having a big house or a big car. Success is not having a lot of friends. Success is the completion and the successful fulfillment of the original intent or purpose for your existence, or why something was made. It is the original intent. It is the purpose for which something was made. Success is you discovering your purpose and completing it before you die. Success is not measured by what you have done compared to what others have done. It is not where you begin to look at what has she done. Oh, she's done to this limit. She's done 5 blocks. I've done 7 blocks. That is not it. If you are designed to do 10 blocks, it doesn't matter if she has done 5 blocks, you do 7 blocks. You have not yet succeeded in the eyes of who intended you to complete 10. Because why? Everything that God designed for us to do, it doesn't matter how difficult it seems in our eyes or in the eyes of the people, everything that God designed for us to do, He has embedded in us the power, the ability, the strength, the wherewithal for us to bring it to pass, for us to be it. Jeremiah chapter 29, Jeremiah chapter 1, I believe, God told Jeremiah, said, before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew thee, I created thee. He said, and I made you to be a prophet to the nations. Now, the man hasn't yet become. The man is not doing it fulfilling, but God is trying to make him understand that, listen, even whilst you were in your mother's womb, before you were formed in there, I had already put your end. I had already finished your end. I've designed you. I've crafted you. I've loaded you. I've assembled you to become a prophet. If you go about doing something else and you look excited, you're wasting your time, bro. This is what I've designed for you to be. So success is not what you're doing compared to what others have done. Or because everybody's doing a master class, you're going to do a master class. Because everybody's mentoring, I've got to do mentoring because I've seen all the preachers doing. Every preacher is going into business. Oh, let me jump into business. I got to do business. If it is working for Dabo, if it is working for this person, if it is working for a still, then it should be working. There must be something working there. Yes, there is something that is working there. But the question is, if it is not relevant to your core, if it is not unique to your core, if it is not part of your primary objective, it is not part of your destiny, you would not be successful in it. Or rather, you may look like a success in it, but you are not a success story, because that is not your destination. That is not your designation. That is not your assignment. It is not your primary purpose. Success is measured by what you are able to do. Success must be measured. It must be measured by who you have been created to be. It is measured by what you are able. The question then is, do you know what you are able to do? No, I'm not talking about what people say you can or cannot do. I'm not saying what people say you should or shouldn't do. I'm not saying what you should have, could have, would have, and all of that. No, that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying, have you identified what you're able to do? Have you identified what you have capacity for, what your capability is? Have you identified what you're able to do? Or the boss said, oh, you can handle this and that. Okay, that's fine. But what are you capable of doing? What is your capacity? What do you have power? What do you have the ability to do? Are you undermining yourself? Are you looking at yourself as less valuable because everybody around you say that? Have you put yourself in a place where you're only doing what people the yardstick they measure you with, the limitations they've set for you? Now, for many people watching this broadcast right now, what you're doing right now is a byproduct of the limitations that were set by your family. But where you're coming from, some people are doing what they are doing based on their history. Some people are doing what they are doing based on their university tutors, based on their professors. They told them this is what you can do, this is how far you can go. Or when your child is growing up, they tell you, well, your child, it would not fit into this. We've looked at all the children based on the way we assess the children. Your child, let him settle for college. Just end up with college. It's not university material. It's not. It will be good. In college you will excel, but university you might be stretching the child. You might stretch with his mind. Really? Are you the creator of the child? You have only assessed the child based on the weighing scale of your understanding, based on what you studied in school. But is that really a clear definition of who the child should be? Is that really a good assessment of who the child should be? Some of us are living off of faulty weighing scales. Oh, come on now. You can take this home. Some of us are living off of faulty weighing scales. The weighing scale that we're living off of is faulty. The people that looked at you and said, this is only as far as you can go, the measuring tool that they used in gauging how far you can go was faulty. You know how I know that? Oh, I know that because there are times when we want to make a trip. We have weighing scale in our house. When we're trying to make a trip, every time my sister-in-law or my wife or anybody want to make a trip, we begin to weigh the boxes, the luggages before we get to the airport. So we want to ensure that we're on point. We don't want to go there and mess around and then they weigh your luggage and then you have to begin to reshuffle and all. A lot of people do that. We don't like it, so we weigh it. But you know what? It doesn't matter how gentle I lift those boxes. It doesn't matter how careful I weigh it. If the weighing scale is faulty, you will get a faulty result. So many people right now watching me, this is what you need to hear. You need to go back to the one who understands how you should be weighed and ask him, God, who am I supposed to be? What have you destined for me? For some of you, what you should be doing, you need to look back at when you were a child. It'll shock you. You need to look back at when you were a child, the things that were your core, what you enjoyed doing. From a little baby, you started knitting clothes. You like to design clothes. You knit clothes. You take any material you see, from paper to little thread and everything. You knit clothes very well, lovely as a child. You did not even realize that is your core because nobody taught you. You just loved it. Every time you see people on the catwalk, they're put in front of a television, you're excited. Something in you just jump up. Now, you've grown up and see other people go into other things, engineering, perhaps the influence from your parents, engineering, medicine and everything that you're doing it, you're earning money, but there is something that is still missing. On Sunday, I was teaching in church and I taught on this about mastery. There is something that is still missing. You know something is missing. Not realizing that your original gift, your original destination is fashion designing. That is your core. That is where you should flex your muscle. That is where you should feel at home. That is where you will not be compelled. That is where you can wake up early or stay up late and work and not feel any form of pressure. But now you're competitive. You're in an environment, you're in a sphere, you're in a sector in society and business where you see other people, all the women on heels, and skate suit and trying to measure up, and you're every day struggling, and you're killing yourself even though your bank account is getting fat. The money's not everything. Your bank account is getting fat every day. Oh yeah. You're driving one of the most beautiful machines in the world. Fantastic. But in that beautiful machine, in that 7-bedroom house, in that wonderful neighborhood you're living, you're still not happy because you're not in your zone yet. What is your success criteria? Do you know where you're going? How do you know you have arrived? Have you identified your roots? Have you identified your destination? How do you know you're there? This is what Miles Morrow said again. He said, it is possible to be successful in a wrong assignment. So the key of the success is assignment or purpose, and the purpose must come from your manufacturer. The key of success is your original purpose in God's plan for humanity. You were created with purpose and for a purpose. I made the illustration of the ball gown. The ladies watching me, you will know what I'm talking about. If your ball gown can cover your table, your dining table, and the people that visited with you don't even realize it's a ball gown, you may have successfully covered the table. They enjoy the meal, but in the eyes of the one who manufactured that ball gown, you are failed. You are abusing the ball gown because you are misappropriating its use. So, how are you being measured? Who is measuring you actually? Your church leader? Who is measuring you? Your boss in the office? Who is measuring your spouse? Your parents? Who is actually measuring you? If the weighing scale is faulty, the result will always be faulty. Look, it doesn't matter the qualification. Take this point and go. One, it doesn't matter the qualification of the one who is weighing you. If the weighing scale is faulty, if they are not weighing you on the premise of your original purpose, your original destiny and destination, if they are not weighing you based on your original assignment, the weighing scale is faulty. If you take a child who is good in biology, very smart, 100% triple A star student in biology, and you take them to go and enter the class for digital arts, for instance, and tell them because you excel in biology, you beat everyone, you're top of the class, go on in digital arts, and when they don't succeed well, you call them a failure. The weighing scale is faulty, because that is not, even though you're the best teacher in that school, now you are weighing this child, you are assessing them in an environment where they are not connected to. That weighing scale is faulty. The other thing I said earlier is, it doesn't matter how careful people give you the wrong information. It doesn't matter how lovely they are when they give you the wrong information. It doesn't matter how wonderful they serve you coffee, the best coffee in town, to give you the wrong information. You will not get to your destination. The illustration to that was, if you're a mechanical engineer, you go to a seminar and you enter the master class for fashion and designing. You have the best fashion designer. You have Stella McCartney, or you have, Dior, or, you have any of all this wonderful Victoria Beckham, any of all these wonderful designers, Gucci, whatever it is. And you enter their class, and these people are warm. The attendants are wonderful. They serve you with gold coffee cups, teacups. Their snacks are exquisite, designed by Gordon Ramsay. Everything is on point. The ambience in the room, wonderful. It is amazing. You've entered an extraordinary room with the best of mind in one place. And they begin to carefully teach you, put you in the best seat, front seat, begin to carefully teach you fashion design and give you points and strategies. And you see everybody nodding their head and they're enjoying it. Look, it doesn't matter how careful those people teach you, how they treat you well. You're receiving the wrong information. You will not arrive at your destination. It will not move you to your destination, because the information you're receiving is not connected to your core. I got to go now. I got to leave you. Now, this year we got to thrive. This year going forward, we got to thrive. But how can you thrive if you don't know where you're going? And how do you know when you have arrived? How do you know you've got to your destination? How do you feel? One of the enjoyments I have is helping people to identify their purpose, discovering their purpose, developing and dominating that area of expertise. That's fair. It is my core. That is unique to me. That is one of the things that God has blessed me with. I enjoy it. Whether you pay me or not, whether you give me money or not, it is what I find joy doing. Waking up 5 a.m. to do this, it is what I find joy doing. I love it. No one had to wake me up to do it. I set up and I'm here. I can be here for the next 3 hours and not know it. Why? It is unique to my core. Now, for instance, there's a PayPal, Cash App, whatever it takes for people to give if they want to donate and give to it, but don't move me. That is not why I'm doing it. I find joy. I see every time I do this, I see myself on course. I see myself, I see the master being happy with me. I'm excited to do it. What about you? Where you are right now, if you're in the US, it is evening, late night for you. What you've done all through the day, what joy did you derive from it? If you're in any part of the world somewhere else, you're either ending your day or like us beginning your day. What are you going to be doing? What sacrifices would you be making? Are they in line with your unique purpose? Well, I got to go now. Thank you for watching. Please share this broadcast, distribute it for other people to get and enjoy from it. I'm your brother, Dabo Davis. I'll see you again next Wednesday. Hopefully, stay blessed. Stay blessed. Bye for now. Bye for now.